As you know, we have been investigating the disappearance of Amani Robinson. Amani was last seen by her mother on 7/16/2023 after having dinner at her mother's home with her 4 children. After leaving her mother's house, Amani Robinson returned home with 2 of her 4 children, the 3-year-old and 1-month-old baby. The other 2 children stayed the night with their grandmother. On 7/17, Clarine made several attempts to contact her daughter Imani Robinson, as they speak daily and sometimes several times a day, to no avail. Imani's mother decided to go to Imani's home to see if she was home, to find that no one was at the home. Imani's mother then decided to report her daughter missing because it was not like her to not call her and check on her children. We then began an immediate investigation by placing a lookout for the whereabouts of Amani Robinson, contacting family, friends, and identifying any known locations that Amani may frequent. RCSO continued investigations, led investigators to the home that was shared by Amani, Donnell Anderson, which is Amani's husband, and the 4 children. What I can tell you now is that our investigation intensified, and it was clear that foul play was evident in the disappearance of Amani. This investigation led us to conduct several search warrants on homes, to include the home of our victim, a car, and cell phones. In addition, we spoke to several individuals, collected a number of evidence to include blood in our victim's home and in other places that I won't be specific on. All while the investigation continues, investigators continue to plan, organize, and search areas around specific locations to find Amani or individuals who could tell us where Amani is and what could they tell us about her disappearance. As we continue to search with the assistance of the cadaver canine, we came across an area where we believed to be evidence of a possible body. As we processed that area, an unknown body was discovered. Once the body was examined and matched the description provided to us on Amani, including tattoos, we matched from photos of Amani, including descriptions that was provided to us by our mother and others, with the body recovered. We were certain that we have located Amani. On 8/4/2023, several more search warrants were secured, as well as arrest warrants for Donnell Anderson, which is her husband. I activated my SWAT team to go and pick up Donnell Anderson. Donnell Anderson was located at an apartment location in the city of Atlanta. Donnell Anderson is charged with felony murder, malice murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and there could be more charges. This investigation is still ongoing, and I can assure you that another arrest will be made. I want to encourage anyone else who may know anything about this case to contact my office. At this time, I want to thank our partners. I would like to provide a special thanks to APD, the GBI, special thanks to the South Fulton Police Department under the leadership of Chief Keith Meadows. Under his leadership, I want to specifically thank Lieutenant Weathers. As I stated earlier, this is an ongoing investigation. We are out in the field even as we speak on this investigation. I told you that there's going to be another arrest. That is the reason why we're still out here on the field. And we're going to get that individual and any other individuals that could be attached to this case in custody if we find out that anyone else is involved. I have expressed my sympathy to the mother and father and their family, and I promised them that I was going to find Amani and find out who done something to Amani.
Yes.
And that today we have done. And so now at this time, I will turn it over to the parents. This is Miss Clarine and Mr. Ackman.
Today is a very difficult day for our family, especially the mother and the father. As a mother and father, you know that your kids are in a very special way. And when I couldn't reach Imani almost 3 weeks ago, I knew something was wrong. Late last night, my worst fears were confirmed, and our family is devastated. Being here today is extremely difficult for us, but I do want to thank the public who rallied around us and supported us for Imani's safe return. Thank you to the members of the national and local media who elevated the story. Lastly, Investigator Jones, Deputy Adams, and Sheriff Labette, and the whole entire team that worked diligently to bring Imani home. We thank you for your continued prayers and support as we work to care for Imani's beautiful boys without a mother. Thank you.
Yeah, this is not the news that we wanted to have, but I was prepared. I was preparing Imani's mom for it. When she sent me the Ring doorbell video and said, what do I think? I made my peace with it then. I want to give thanks to Investigator Jones that at least they couldn't tell us. I understand that, but she did say that's what it sounded like to me too. So I said my goodbyes to my daughter yesterday. And I told her, I promised her when I laid there with Royal, that we will work with whoever we have to, and all people that's involved will be held accountable. This is the third child I lost to the state of Georgia. And if you think it's gonna break me, it's not. I done seen all I can see. 3 of my babies gone. I want to thank Rockdale County. I didn't want to give y'all the chance, and I wanted him so bad. But I trusted y'all, and thank you. Thank you. It's not the news that we wanted, but I'm happy that we can hold them accountable. And I just ask all, if you know anything can help it go further, and anybody else that is involved, come forth. Because what has happened to us more than once can happen to any of you. And you will want us and everybody to be involved the same way you are. I was ready for it. And I will help take care of my daughter, her kids. Thank you, Georgia.
You know, this is like a domestic. It is a domestic. It's a husband and wife. We've had about 4 to 5 murders this year, and every last one of them has been domestic family violence related. And if there's anyone that's out here that is involved in a toxic relationship, whether you are receiving mental abuse, verbal abuse, or physical abuse, it is not worth keeping quiet.
That's right.
And we need for you to step out and say something so we can end such tragedies like this, especially tragedies like this that involves children. These are 4 kids now without a mother, and unfortunately now without a father. And now the grandparents are stuck to raise these children. These children are gonna need a lot of counseling. They're gonna need a lot of support. This family gonna need a lot of counseling and a lot of support. And I think Ms. Clarine stated earlier, you've heard from the father, but Ms. Clarine stated earlier, this is her 4th child that she has learned that has passed away.